Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I asked y'all to ask me a couple questions about my second pregnancy over on Instagram stories, and let me tell you, some were nosy and some of y'all were really curious. I'm going to answer a few today just to let y'all know. Let's start off with the most asked question. Do you want more kids? When I saw this question, I was like, let me pop this baby out first before you ask me if I want more kids. And you know what? I almost didn't answer this question because I can say one thing now and then in the future change my mind. But you know, why not? I'm going to answer how I feel about it now. So a flat answer is no, I do not want more kids. I've always said I've wanted a big family. I come from a huge family. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love raising my twin girls. I love being a mom. I love teaching them. I love everything about it. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to conceive again. But it's just like my mental health, for one, and my marriage, for two, are more important than having a big family or the idea of having a big family. So as of now, the answer is no. But if God tells me, boop, you're gonna have more kids, then I'm gonna just take that. Okay, next question. Were you sad or upset you weren't having twins again? And yes, at the beginning, I was a little sad. Like when I went to my first appointment, I was just like, oh, another set of twins, please God, another set of twins. But God had other plans for me and he said, nope, you're having one baby. And I'm so thankful that I'm only having one baby, because the thought of having twins again, that is a lot of work. So I can't even imagine twin newborns and twin toddlers at the same time. I can't even. The next question. This was a little personal, not too personal, but it says, what if you found out you were having another girl? And I'm like, if I'm being 100% honest, if I'm being really real, like I'd probably have gender disappointment if I had another girl. And only because in my heart, I knew that I wanted this to be my last pregnancy, my last baby. I don't know. Eventually I accepted and probably tried a fourth and then stopped there. Literally stop at a fourth. But I'm so happy God answered my prayer, because he knew that 4 kids would have been too much for me. 3 is sufficient. I feel like I can handle 3. So thank you, Lord, for this baby boy. Next question. This, I also get this a lot. Even without the question box, I get this all the time. Do you have a name picked out already? I decided to give my husband this task. I am due in less than a week because I have a scheduled C-section. So he has yet to confirm with me. I don't know, maybe we'll decide the day of my surgery. I don't know. But I do want all my kids to have the same first letter initial. It's just cool to me. That's all I ask for of him. So I'm just waiting on him. So if you send me a DM saying what's the name, have a name picked out, and I tell you I'm literally just waiting on my husband. Next question, and this was so sweet. How do you remain such a baddie during the whole process? It's just like, I rarely show my face on Instagram anymore. It is just because I look like I just woke up and this is all day. I look like that all day. I just woke up. But thank you, Imani. I love you. That was so sweet of you. I'm going to say that I've remained a baddie on the inside. I don't know. I just don't have any energy to like get dressed a lot. And it's really sad because I love getting dressed. In my last pregnancy, I used to get dressed all the time. Even if we're going to the mall, even if we're going down the street, anything, I would like fully get dressed and put on like some cool outfits. My little pregnancy outfits. But this time around, I was just exhausted, and I'm still exhausted. Okay, next question. Are you raising your boy differently than the twins? And yes, most definitely 100%, I'm raising them differently from the twins. And this is referring to academic wise. Believe it or not, Instagram has taught me a lot about teaching and homeschooling and things like that. But I learned that boys learn different from girls, and girls sometimes learn faster in the sense like potty training, academic wise. Recently saw this video on Instagram of a psychoanalysis talking about little boys being misdiagnosed with like ADD, ADHD, and medicating them because they seem so hyper or have all this energy, but in reality they require more physical activity than girls do. So I have to think about that. Like with the twins, they're able to sit down, they're able to listen and learn that way for about 10 to 15 minutes, because the twins learned all their alphabet sounds by like the age of 2, and now they're close to 3. They're literally almost reading. So I kind of have to slow down on my expectations about that. But with my boy, I'm going to have to do learning differently, like give him more extra play. So this one says, do the girls ask a lot of questions about the baby? They seem very explorative. So yes, they ask a lot of questions. They haven't asked me like, why do you have a baby in your belly? But they've told me things like, take the baby out. I can't see the baby. Where is he? And I'm very open and I'm very transparent with like the whole C-section process. I tell them like, oh, mommy's gonna go to the hospital and the doctor is going to cut mommy and take the baby out and have a big owie after. So we have to be very careful. So they understand that part. They're little, so they don't question like, how did the baby get there yet? So they just know I have a baby in my belly and the doctor's gonna take it out. So that's literally all they ask. Okay, next question. This one I did see a lot too. Has your second pregnancy been easier or harder than your first? So you know how people say, oh, every pregnancy is different. My first was easy, my first was hard. But for me, literally both pregnancies were the exact same. Minus the belly size and minus the number of babies inside my belly. But other than that, like I didn't throw up once. I would say the second pregnancy was harder only because I had twins to take care of. Like my first pregnancy, I stopped working at 6 months and it was just me. Like I could sleep all day, I could lay down, I could do nothing. But now I have twin toddlers to take care of. So I think that's what made this pregnancy harder.